It's a great story about a teenage boy who gets these extraordinary abilities and how it changes him.
A timeless story of teenagers and of transformation, but giving us a darker side.
It's very much a coming-of-age story.
My character, Scott McCall, is going through a lot of things right now, you know? He's going through his first love, classic high school drama, you know, homework, growing up. And also, let's not forget becoming a werewolf.
Tyler Posey was one of the few kids who came in who I think really captured what we wanted. Russell and I looked at each other and said, this is the kid. With Tyler Posey's character, Scott McCall, we wanted something that was more of a Peter Parker than an Edward Cullen. All the other shows, they've got the morose, brooding anti-hero down. We wanted something more akin to a superhero.
Scott gets bitten, and then I start noticing these changes about me where, like, my hearing is enhanced, my sight, my smell.
All right, little man. How about you tell me where you're getting your juice?
Jackson's the big man of campus. He's the ideal kind of high school jock.
What? Where are you getting your juice? My mom does all the grocery shopping.
I'm not like a jerk in real life. I never have been. I've kind of been like the person that's kind of way too nice, you know? So getting to just not care and getting to kind of let loose and be like, I really don't like any of you. You know, I think that it's fun to kind of act that.
He hates Scott McCall so much. Just because he's this goober, kind of nerdy guy, and now he's all of a sudden on the lacrosse team doing better than he is, taking his position.
Jackson really didn't notice Scott, I think, before he became a werewolf. And all of a sudden, he's better than Jackson, and it starts to catch my eye.
What the hell is going on with you, McCall? What's going on with me? You really want to know? Well, so would I, because I can see, hear, and smell things that I shouldn't be able to see, hear, and smell. I do things that should be impossible. I'm sleepwalking 3 miles into the middle of the woods, and I'm pretty much convinced that I'm totally out of my freaking mind.
Styles originally first notices the changes that he's going through and kind of puts 2 and 2 together.
I'm pretty sure it was a wolf.
A wolf bit you?
Huh?
No, not a chance.
I heard a wolf howling.
No, you didn't.
What do you mean, no, I didn't? How do you know what I heard? Because California doesn't have wolves, okay? Not in like 60 years.
Styles is Scott's best friend, and Dylan is basically my best friend in real life, so the chemistry definitely reads well on camera.
This thing has happened to my friend, and it's beyond anyone's imagination, so I'm just there to kind of just keep him level-headed.
I'm more in denial, and I don't want to believe it. I'm like, all right, dude, screw you. I'm not a werewolf. I'm not gonna believe you. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And then he turns out being right.
You're cursed, Scott. Change can be caused by anger or anything that raises your pulse. I haven't seen anyone raise your pulse like Allison does.
Scott and Allison's romance is very, it's so cute. And you know, it's nice and unique because it's their first love, and everyone remembers their first love.
Allison, she's been sort of carted around from school to school because of her dad's job. She is trying to find herself, and she's dealing with all those things that teenagers deal with, like, you know, where do I fit in, constantly having to change who she is. She comes to Beacon Hills and she finds this boy who she instantly falls in love with. I love figuring out the motivation behind the character and the different tactics my character uses to get what she wants.
You did this to me! You and me, Scott? We're brothers now.
Derek loves every second of being a werewolf. It's been a lot of fun to play this kind of, you know, you don't really know who he is or what his true intentions are. He's kind of this guy that kind of rides the moral fence a little bit. You don't know if he's good or bad.
The bite is a gift. I don't want it.
You will.
But you'll have to resist crossing a line. And you're gonna need me if you want to learn how to control it.
I mean, this is seriously gonna be the best thing that's happened to this town since the birth of Lydia Martin. Hey, Lydia, you look like you're gonna ignore me.
Lydia rules the school socially and academically, and so whoever's on top, she wants to be associated with. She's not your quintessential mean girl. She thinks that if she's associated with Scott when he's sort of coming into his own and people are starting to take notice of him, she'll be associated with just even more success.
Haven't you ever seen The Wolfman? Lon Chaney Jr., Claude Rains. The original classic werewolf movie?
No, what?
You were so unprepared for this.
When I read the script for this, I got really excited about it. I loved the characters, I loved the storyline. I liked the idea that it was, about these kids that are in high school and are growing up, but it wasn't this kind of cliche story of that.
It was just extremely dark, extremely sexy, but at the same time, like, it has so much heart.
It's something that has a lot of twists and turns.
Our writer-creator, Jeff Davis, he's very, very knowledgeable and does a lot of his homework and has done a great job of integrating all these different kinds of werewolf mythology ideas from different places and different cultures and kind of integrating it into the storyline.
We play with the mythology, and we play with many of the rumors and stories about shapeshifters. There's volumes of it. Every society, country seems to have a story about a shapeshifter, and the wolf is one of the most perfect predators in the animal kingdom. So it's always been a source of fear among people.
The process of the werewolf makeup can be quite grueling at times.
The best part about playing Styles, I would say, is not having to go through 3 hours of makeup.
It's human hair. I wasn't aware of that. One of the most annoying parts about the makeup was the contacts. Somebody else had to put them in my eyes for me, and it was really weird, just like sitting there, like having someone put them in for me, and it was like freaking me out. But like I figured out that I could do it myself. I just wish I figured it out sooner. The best part about playing Scott is probably all the cool stuff that I get to do, like stunts.
Action.
I couldn't play Scott.
She gets to do a lot of physical things. So she gets to do a lot of work with a bow and arrow, and she works with a taser, and she does a lot of stunt work.
Yeah, I'm supposed to like do my work as an actor and go to train in a lacrosse camp across the world, but I am horrible at it. I'm supposed to say that I do all my own stunts, but I definitely don't.
I think I've run more in the 5 months that I've been here than my entire life.
My physical action is usually just running away.
Eating a lot and working out a lot, I definitely have to keep that a balance because I love my food and I don't like working out. So it's just like 18 donuts and a couple of sit-ups, I'm usually fine. If I were a werewolf, I feel like I would be pretty stoked about it. I think I'd be able to handle it a lot better than Scott does.
This show means more than just a job to me because these have become my good friends.
We're with each other every single day of the week, but on the weekends, we still hang out.
We have the best chemistry ever.
It's been a really fun experience, and I can't imagine being here with like any other group of people.
My celebrity crushes are Holland, Roden, and Crystal Reed. They're on the show called Teen Wolf, and they're so hot. Yeah, they're good kissers too. I heard.
Expect to be surprised. The end of the pilot does launch the show in a different direction. And you'll be surprised who lives and dies.